In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the inner tie rod in your Kia Sorento. Located behind the front wheel, let's get started. Using a 21mm socket, we're going to remove the wheel. Remove the wheel. We're going to start by removing this clip, and for that I'm going to use a pair of needle nose pliers. Grab the clip, slide it in, and you're going to twist and pull. That's the clip. And now we're going to go ahead and loosen that knot. Using a 14mm socket, we're going to go ahead and loosen this knot. Do not take it completely out yet. Once you have this loose, like I mentioned, do not take it out completely yet. We're gonna go ahead and loosen this knot. Using a 24mm wrench, we're gonna go ahead and loosen this. And you just wanna make sure that it does move freely. We're not gonna be taking it out yet. Now that we have this loose and this one right here, we're gonna go ahead and hit this with a hammer to pop it off. Once we have it loose like that, we can now go ahead and remove the knot completely. Now we're gonna go ahead and turn this. One thing to keep in mind, after this job is done, you're gonna go ahead and bring the vehicle to a alignment shop. But just to get it close to where it is right now, assuming your vehicle has a good alignment as is, we're gonna count the turns as we take this out. For example, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and so and so. So in my case, it was 15 turns. In your case, it will vary. Do not go by the turns that I did. Count the ones on your vehicle. Using a 15mm wrench, we're gonna go ahead and hold the inner tie rod so we can remove this knot. I'm gonna use a 24mm socket. Take it completely out. And now we're ready to remove the boot. Now we're gonna go ahead and remove the bellow boot. And for that, I'm gonna be using a pry bar. And we're gonna be on this clamp. And all we need to do, this is a one-time use, so we have to break it. So once we break it, simply remove it. Like I mentioned before, these are one-time use. Using a pair of needle nose pliers, we're gonna go ahead and squeeze on this clamp and slide it out. Now we can go ahead and remove the bellow. Simply grab on it and pull it out. Just like that. Using an inner tie rod removal tool, we're gonna go ahead and take it off. Now we can go ahead and remove the inner tie rod. Go ahead and remove the tool. Once you have it loose enough, go ahead and remove the tool. And now we can go ahead and remove the inner tie rod. Here's the old one. Before we go ahead and install the new one, we want to use some brake parts cleaner, spray some in there, and wipe off any debris. Now we're ready to install the new one. Simply go ahead, line it up, and thread it by hand. Using the same tool that we used to remove it, we're gonna go ahead and install it with it. Once we have the inner tie rod bottomed out, we're gonna go ahead and make sure that it is snug. And once you get it snug, we're just gonna go ahead and give it a little bit more. And make sure that when you do this, you don't twist the rack because it will cause damage. This is good, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove the installation tool. And now we're ready to install the bellow boot. And now we're gonna go ahead and slide the new bellow boot in. One thing to note, this little notch on the side of it, we're gonna go ahead and line it up with the inner part of the bellow boot. We're gonna go ahead and reinstall the little clamp. Simply line it up. And making sure that the boot is in that groove, we're gonna let it go. Now we're ready to push the boot inwards to get it on the rack. Next up, we're gonna go ahead and install the cable tie to hold the inner part of the bellow boot. And when we put it on the vehicle, we're gonna go ahead and put it right around this area and tighten it. So what I like to do, I like to get it started because it's a little bit more difficult to do it when it's on the vehicle. So go ahead and slide it in place. And like I mentioned previously, you wanna get it on that last groove and get it tight. Lastly, we're gonna cut the end off. Now we can go ahead and put this knot in. Simply threading it by hand. And now we're gonna get ready to install the tie rod end. Now we can install a tie rod end. Going with the same amount of turns that you took when you took it off, go ahead and put it on, counting them. In my case, it was 15 turns, but in your case, it will vary depending on your vehicle's alignment. Once you have it on, go ahead and get the knot as close as you can to the tie rod, so it's easier to get it tight. And now we're ready to slide it in here and install the knot. Go ahead and put the knot in. And now we're gonna go ahead and get it snug. Just get it snug. And now that we have it in place, we're gonna go ahead and torque it to 33 foot-pounds. And now we can go ahead and install the clip that we removed previously. Make sure when you do it that it locks in place. Give it a little tug to make sure that it's in position. Now we're gonna go ahead and tighten this knot. And for this, we're just gonna get it snug and then give it just a little more. Also, one thing to know, this will be the time to take the vehicle to a professional alignment shop. Install the wheel, align the holes. Start your lug nuts by hand. And get them snug. With the vehicle on the ground, we're gonna go ahead and torque our wheel to 79.6 foot-pounds. And for that, we wanna make sure we do a star pattern.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.